Welcome, everyone. They say that love can only happen when you least expect it. Well, I beg to differ with that because some people meet online, they meet through friends, they meet at work. But today we're talking to two people that actually met on the pickleball court. So I'd like to welcome Joni and Ron, and I want to hear your story and how you met.
Hi, Lori. Are we looking at you?
Yeah.
Hi.
Thank you for
Hi.
having us. And yeah, we met in pickleball. We met, I think it was 2021, 4 years ago. I was in a league. He was in a league called Salvation Army,
Which we were
which
all in.
we
the
all
league,
were, and we all
yes.
met the community of pickleball. And it was maybe an 8 o'clock or a 6 o'clock session. And I had just started playing. I was a tennis player, but I was like, I'll pick up this pickleball. I think it was after COVID. And somehow in the paddle system, we were paired together. We didn't know each other, but we were playing. And Ron is a great athlete, and he stepped, I think, in front of a play that maybe I didn't agree with. And I said,
Exactly.
what are you doing? Because that's Joni's personality. And he looked up, he said, do I know you? And I said, no, but you'd like to.
Did you say that?
I said that.
Well, it was more than just, do I know you? It was a smart aleck comment that she said to me, and I turned back and I'm like, do I know you? And she goes, no, but you'd like to. And then I turned back around like, man, she's right.
But it was cute because we had a good energy.
Yeah.
Definitely. From my perspective, and we became good friends, and it was really nice, and played pickleball. And then I guess a few months later, we decided to go on a date, and it's been wonderful. He's a wonderful pickleball player, and he's a wonderful husband. And I guess it really just it's about relationships, maybe not marriage and boyfriend girlfriend or couples, but it's about community. And I can't even tell you how many friendships, business relationships, contacts that we have made through the most incredible sport. Not only is the sport fun, but the social aspect. It has brought people out of tough times, single people or that want to meet people. It's an avenue for people to connect on a social level.
Absolutely.
Because it's not just the pickleball. It's after pickleball, let's grab a sandwich, or let's go to the gym, or let's do something different. Let's get all the pickleball people and go bowling.
Yeah, but she's definitely nailed it. I mean, everyone that we have met in pickleball has just been, they're just such nice people. And it's just a sport that no matter where you're from, what athletic level you are, you pick and choose, you kind of fall into where you need to be. And everybody's just so nice. I mean, you always got an apple, a rotten apple somewhere, but for the most part, everybody's just so amazing, and she's right about the whole community aspect of it, and, I think it's just a great thing. I don't play as much as I used to, but there were times where, we were both playing like twice a day, especially during the whole COVID incident.
That was, he said he was playing twice a day. I think I'm trying to play 3 times a day if I could.
This is true.
What I say to
we
people,
know you play every day.
You guys know that, but what I always say is I've got a big career, but I feel like, pickleball is getting in the way. It's like pickleball, but it's not, because it ends, and I'm going to bring up a point. I don't know if it's time for me to say this, but pickleball and my business in recruiting, which I'll talk about, have been tremendous. Candidates, I have played with players in finance who have said to me, I'm looking to make a switch, or I find myself in a situation where the company is downsizing and Joni, can you help me? And on the flip side, I've had clients companies who are looking to hire talent have said, oh, wow, can we meet just through being on a pickleball court or waiting to play on the pickleball court? My son graduated college last year, Kevin, and up to about 3 months up to his graduation, being his mother and a recruiter, I was speaking to one of the players. I said, where do you work? And he said what he did. And I said, oh, can I float Kevin's resume over? Needless to say, connections. So the connections are really incredible. And I think it's a great sport. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you talk about connections. You definitely make a lot of connections and you meet people because that's what we do. I mean, we're in the business of community, and that's what I do, community. That's who we are. And this is such a community with the sport as well. You know, and also helps in so many other ways. I remember we played with somebody at the Salvation Army who actually had Alzheimer's. I don't know if you guys
Yes,
remember.
I think I remember.
He was a surgeon.
Yes.
And he, I think he passed away.
Yes.
But the game helped him. It really
Yeah.
did.
Especially, with the trying to keep the score and the counting.
So,
Well, I personally met you and your husband. I think I met your
Yes,
husband first,
exactly.
but we met through pickleball
Right.
as well.
right.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, everybody we've met personally, I have nothing but the utmost respect for, and
So you're just tired of the sport now.
well, I mean, I'm busy with my other business and stuff like that.
Tell
So
us
it's
about that.
well, my main profession is I'm a professional firefighter, 22 years. Now in October, I'll complete 22 years. After that,
Congrats.
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you for everything you do.
I'm blessed. I absolutely love doing that. But I've been in this community for several years. My great uncle used to own Andalusia Bakery.
Oh,
And so I've been in the Coral Gables, South Miami area for my entire life and love this community. And so I have the privilege to work there. But on the flip side of that, I started my own business several years ago. I think we're going on. Well, I started a couple businesses, but this business that I've been doing now with retractable screens and awnings and pergolas has been since 2008. So it's called Sentinel Retractable Screens. And, 90% of our business is all referral, which says a lot. Now, it didn't happen overnight. It took a long time to get there, but,
Right.
Other than that, it's usually Google, not that I advertise there, but it's usually like Google because they see our ratings and stuff like that and they call us. But I just enjoy it. It adds so much quality to the outdoor living environment here in South Florida, and the homeowners love it. So I have a lot of satisfied customers.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we do a lot
you
of
have to
commercial
tell the
as
story
well.
about our wedding site that he was doing a job down in the Keys in Islamorada, where we were married at the Islamorada Fish Company in March.
So go there for
last
lunch. It's a great place.
Go there for lunch. So he calls me up. I'm sorry to interrupt, but he calls me up. He's like, Joni, I'm on this job and my guys are working and we're all working. And I met the event coordinator, and maybe you should talk to her. Her name's Jill, and have our wedding here.
That's how
I go, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
It's on a peninsula. It was the perfect, I'm not going to get into our wedding, but the whole point is he did a great job. There's an area there where people dine.
Big tiki hut.
It's like a big tiki, and then you see all the tarpon and stuff on the other side. With one flick of a remote, I don't know the intricacies of the electrical, but what he did
Well,
looked
they
amazing.
had a lot of issues there with a lot of sun coming in in the evenings, and they had a whole dining up against the railing there, the outside railing facing due east,
Right.
So, or due west, I'm sorry. And so in the evenings from 6 to 8, they couldn't put anybody there. The sun had hit them so bad that, people were complaining. So with these motorized screens that we put in there, it's great. They can lower it down to, about 2 feet off the floor. They get ventilation and they get 90% blockage from all the sun UV rays, the harmful UV rays. And then behind the bar area, we put clear vinyl curtains. So when it comes down, you have a window and they can look at the marina and still enjoy that view, people sitting at the bar.
Right.
So I was very fortunate to do that. We met with them several times over a couple years, and they finally came back with us, and they, even the waiters and waitresses at first were like, oh, these guys, they're here
Yeah.
early in the morning, and, we're trying to set up. But later they thanked me and they said, I can't believe the amount of their tips went up because now they can seat everybody on the outside there.
Right. Right.
And then, I'm sure that, it wasn't a long time for them to break even on that. So I just love what I do. I think it adds a lot of value, and so we specialize with commercial and residential. So we can
That's
accomplish
great.
anything.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
And we kind of collaborate a little bit because, like, I have
Right.
clients. I'm a recruiter. I don't know if I mentioned that, but you know that. And I do
Right.
for 25 years in working with companies who are looking to hire talent in accounting and finance. And we work a lot in the hospitality. And I have a few clients and general contractors that I mention, hey, my husband does this, and we try to share business with one another. That's what a couple does, to promote his business and to, let people know that I'm a recruiter. So he's a visionary. Ron can look at a space, an area, and be able to know how these screens or pergolas or awnings can fix in. I mean, we're in South Florida, and you want to be near your pool. I've got a girlfriend who's built the most beautiful pool, but like her house goes right out to like sun. She needs awnings. She needs pillars to put screens. She needs to build something. You know who I'm talking about. So it's very sunny. So what his product is,
especially now, it's so hot.
You get an issue with the in the mornings and the evenings here in South Florida.
Yeah.
You got the no-see-um issue. So, and those are the times where people really go out to enjoy their outdoor space,
Are those screens that are like good for the environment? I can't remember the name of them. They're specific screens, and
Well, I mean, these are all made here in America,
okay.
Which is as a core value for how I started this business. I wanted to remain true to that. The motors, I only deal with two companies. One is out of France, one's out of Italy, and the customer support is unbelievable. So the quality of what we do that's what really sets me apart from most people. I mean, everybody can put up a screen or a door or something like that, but how you leave, and if you've ever had any type of construction at your home, everybody can do 80%.
Right.
Great. It's
Right.
that last little bit and how you leave the job that makes a
Exactly.
difference. And that's why I have 5 stars everywhere. So I think, but to get back to our collaboration, there's times where I'm somewhere and I hear something about, oh no, my wife just she's looking to go somewhere else. And, I'll say, wait a minute. Here, call her, talk to her,
Right.
get your resume out to her. She'll at least put it out to her team.
Sure.
And talk about community. Ascendo Resources, where she works, they've been phenomenal. They donate a lot to the community and have a lot of community events. And
Yeah,
they're
and they do a
fantastic.
lot of nonprofit things.
we do a
as
lot of
well.
Feeding South Florida is one of our biggest charities that we contribute to, and we're also sponsors of the Miami Corporate Lexus Run. We do a lot of fun events too, but very charitable. I remember early on in my career with them doing a lot of food drives, Feeding South Florida, Feeding America. Ascendo's always on the front line with them.
And can I mention something real quick? With this horrible
Yes.
with this horrible situation that happened in Venezuela.
Oh
yeah.
we're putting together.
If anybody's out there and they need to want to
Donations.
donate, you can go by any fire station. I know with City of Coral Gables, you can go to any
Sure.
Coral Gables Fire Department, drop off your supplies.
It's a great.
So if
great
anybody's out there that is looking to do that, that's your avenue as far as how to get the materials to where they need to be.
We have two employees from Venezuela, the president of our company and one of the directors. And thank God, knock on wood, their family's okay. But there's so many families that aren't. So Ascendo's been putting together, like a donation site where we can donate. It is very, very, very unfortunate, very sad.
It's terrible. The whole thing is terrible. So tell us a little bit about, your journey. You're born, you're raised, you're from South Florida.
Yes.
You
Both of
are.
well,
Both
I
of
was
them.
born here and you were
Yeah.
born, but
I was
then you
actually born in West Virginia. My dad was going to dental school there, and then
Okay.
we moved 9 months later after he graduated. So they grandfathered me back into Florida.
But we laugh because Lori,
You're pretty
we
much
have been in this
No, we've been in
we
the
have been on this
same-
earth for a long time, in this city for a long time. And he says to me all the time, Joni, it is so weird because we have a lot of mutual like connections and friends, like 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
how come we never met?
and
Like
maybe maybe
I was
passed
probably
by
walking
each
through
other.
Andalusia with my mom, and he was probably with his great uncle. My mom used to go to Andalusia when we were kids.
I went to Andalusia all the time.
Well, people that have been a
we're
long
kinda
time here.
natives. We're not the typical.
Totally. Yeah, so we're native Miamians, and it's always been. People say, "Oh my God, you've always been here." I go, "Why am I going to leave South Florida? We've got no state tax in Florida. We've got sun and fun. You know, we have a little bit of advance notice of a hurricane. Okay, advance notice meaning we can prepare, and it's terrible.
Well, we
but
both love the water.
we love the
So
water. We just got a boat.
I have to be. I have
new
to
boat.
be somewhere where we can at least be out on the water.
You'll have to come on the boat.
This is what happens when you live in South Florida or you're from here. You have to be near the water.
You do, and it feels good to just. The other day, I just jumped into my pool. It's so hot out, so you have to, do that.
Right after she came back from pickleball, by the way.
Oh, of course. Well, sometimes it's like, Joni, let's try one day where you don't wake up and the first thing that comes out of your mouth. Well, the second thing. I love you, Ron,
So
and
now
then
where are you-
pickleball.
Where are
But-
you playing pickleball?
So
Let's get back to that.
Okay, let's talk about pickleball, the real subject. I became a member of Lifetime. So I play at Lifetime 2 to 3 times a week, but I am very dedicated to my work. So I'm taking advantage of early morning pickleball, 6 a.m. We get courts and we have a group we call it the mixed morning group. So I've been playing in the mornings at pickleball at 6, and then in the evening. And then I play on occasion at a friend's house. Some people have built pickleball courts.
Right.
I know
exactly.
you play in your community.
Right.
We played together at Salvation Army, which is 3 outdoor
Right.
courts. I think Miami is building more, and there's more options. Coral Reef Park just put lovely
there
courts
are a
in.
lot of courts here. We do
It's
have a lot
happening.
of courts in the city. Thanks to Lily Azell. I want to give her
Yes,
a shout out.
100%.
And Lily is in Big Sky, Montana with a snowstorm.
Right.
Did you know that?
There's a snowstorm.
There's a snowstorm, everybody,
Yeah, it
Just
was pretty.
in the
pretty-
middle of the summer.
global
She snowed
warming.
in. Global warning.
Okay, but we don't have enough indoor courts here
No.
in Miami. And I think it's a huge problem, especially with the weather.
Well, how can we?
Weren't they trying to do something in Palmetto
So
Bay?
they're trying to do something in Palmetto Bay, and hopefully that will that will happen soon. We're trying to do something at Salvation Army.
I know,
as
but that's going to
well.
be in a building. It's permanent. I mean, that's a big expense, I'm sure. I hope so.
Yeah,
That would
it'd
be
be
that
nice.
will be great.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
So
What was the story about the Bed Bath and Beyonds? Like that was a big rumor. The one that they were going to convert a bed because it's a huge space.
Well, they are. They're just not doing them down here. They're converting those spaces, just maybe not down.
Yeah, it's
down
not
here.
happening. It didn't happen
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Exactly.
Well, indoor.
Well, we love that. We love that community. We love the community newspaper that's always been involved in this community events that have promoted community, and Grant and you and everybody involved here has always been great. So
yeah.
Well, it is community. That's what's important. And I have found that one of the things that I love doing is not even when I play pickleball. We did an event, and you actually came to the
Sentinel,
event. Dink, which is right behind the JCC.
Marie and I were in
Right.
that. We won that tournament.
Right,
We
you
won
won
gold.
that tournament.
You
did.
came and watched.
And we raised money for this, say no to fentanyl, which is another wonderful organization, and we're going to do it again.
Oh yeah,
So
when is that?
hopefully
I'm
we'll be
signing
in
up.
that. Well, we're thinking of doing it at Coral Reef Park,
Perfect.
and probably in September or October when it's
Nice.
a little cool.
A little cooler. Yeah,
Little
it's
cooler.
nice.
You mean that 2 days of winter we get when we pull out our Angora sweaters and boots?
Yeah. So, okay. So we've got a few minutes left.
Okay.
Is there anything you want us to know about you, about relationships, which is a beautiful topic?
I'm just blessed that we met. I'm thankful for that. So I want to say I'm thankful for that to you. I
Feel the
want you
same
to
way,
know
Ron.
that.
You're my
And-
rock.
And you know,
This
it's
is
just
so
such
beautiful having
just-
this moment.
it's just such a like I said, everybody you meet is just so great. You know, we just have that. I had that instant connection with her when she said she was being a smart
What you
aleck to
want.
me, and I looked back like I couldn't believe it. I was
But
like,
the funny thing is, I felt comfortable
but
enough.
it was something I would have probably said, and so when she said it to
Julie
me,
said
it was
it
like
first.
I can't believe she did that.
It's funny about relationships. We're very similar. We're very similar in our
Sarcasm.
demeanor, or I don't know the word I'm looking for, but we have a very similar.
We have a good time.
personality.
We have a good time.
Conviction. That's what I'm looking for. We both have but we make it right. You learn how to communicate, like you and Robert. I mean, you've been married a long time. You just learn about the person, and you just enjoy.
Yes.
But look, at our wedding, I said it, and our vows. It was part of my vows. You know how we met.
We had at least a dozen people there that were from Pickleball
Yes.
directly. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, just
That's amazing.
yeah.
It's
Who
like a
have
whole nother
turned into lifelong
friendship, a whole
friends.
nother group of friends.
But I will say something, and I'll make it. I just want to say it. And I don't know if you've experienced this. I also have dear friends from elementary and preschool
Yeah, she does.
that unfortunately don't play pickleball. So there's a lot of balancing to.
I know, we've discussed
we've
that.
discussed this because we're friends too. It's Wednesday. Hey, Joan, can you have dinner Wednesday at 6:30 in South Miami for a quick bite? I'm like, Wednesdays I play 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock at Lifetime in the Ladies League, and you have to. It's
Yes.
and you want it, and then your friends that don't play are like, pickleball. Like I'll get a message from a girlfriend. Hi, Joni, I got your voicemail. I guess you're playing pickleball. Like they start to know. So you have to be able. I'm sure you have girlfriends
No,
like that too.
100%. That's how it is. You try to manage, you manage both. As a matter of fact, last week I went and played at Salvation Army because we're involved with the chamber, and now they do pickleball on Thursdays at
Really?
Salvation Army. Yeah. So didn't want to pass on that,
Yeah,
Oh, no.
exactly.
Oh, wow. I'm getting a call during our
That's
show.
because people are already saying, "Oh, they don't see it yet." But,
Yes.
no, but it's great, and it's good to, teach people the game.
Yeah,
I tell people that
absolutely.
don't play. The funniest statement at the office is that someone goes, "Oh yeah, that's pickleball. That's for old people," and I always say,
There's a
"Really?
lot of young people
Why don't you
out
get
there.
your paddle?"
Well, you say that, and believe it or not, when I was playing at the chamber event, a 10-year-old was playing.
And they're phenomenal.
Phenomenal, and he's even going to become.
And so
more
are the older
phenom-
people. You get out there and an 82-year-old
Yes.
has their way with you. You're
But
like, oh
that's-
my gosh, you're sore the next day because it's like
No.
you've been
That's
running
what's
all over the
amazing.
court.
The diversity of like the friends that I've made. I never thought I'd be
different-
friends with a 24-year-old girl.
And these kids
My son's
are
age.
now actually, which is amazing, these kids are learning it in school. It's becoming part of the curriculum.
Well,
Oh,
it's
really?
kind of like tennis, but you know
Yeah,
what's so
it's a
neat
pe-
too is they can play it with their
Yeah.
folks and stuff like that. So, yeah, and a lot of people that do have tennis courts, we're lucky enough to know some friends that do, and they're converting them
Oh,
into the
yeah.
pickleball courts. So it's great. It's great.
Maybe you'll play with Andrew. He's playing all the time.
So I wanted to bring
He's
up.
amazing.
I
by
wanted
the
to bring
way.
up her
Good.
son, Andrew.
He is.
Shout out to Andrew.
Shout out
Wow,
to Andrew.
Andrew.
When he was little, I used to watch him shoot baskets like a pro basketball, and then years and years later, I see him on the pickleball court, and I'm like, "This is going to
Yeah,
be the best."
I don't
player.
think
Andrew's
he
amazing.
he can get to balls where people just it's like not human.
Your son is
Yeah.
superstar.
Yeah,
Athlete.
he's great.
Always has been. ever since he's this big.
Well, he's actually working this summer at a pickleball facility indoor in the west coast of Florida.
Yeah.
Something that we don't have that.
Experience. Well, the
Yeah.
West Coast is
Yeah.
huge with all that.
So
Yeah.
he's doing that, and he's playing on the pro league there.
Nice.
He's playing there, and he's giving lessons as well.
Good for
So
him.
he's
That's
it's a
great.
good way to make some money in the summertime.
Absolutely.
That's great. Well, I think after this, Ron's going to go get his pickleball bag and
you're gonna
want to
go
play tonight.
So
Maybe.
tell us a little bit. We've got literally 2 minutes left. What do you want people? How can people find you? What do
Oh,
you
well,
want them
thank
to
you for
know?
that
Because-
opportunity. Well, you can find me on my website, which is Sentinel Retractable Screens, but it's srscreens, plural.com. And I'm sure they'll put it up with a business card or something like that. It's Ron at srscreens.com is my direct email. We would love the opportunity to, if someone's looking for either retractable screen, awning, any type of shading that you're looking for, exterior, please give us a call. We'd love to be able to have the opportunity to, and listen, if I don't provide it, hopefully I can guide you in the right direction. I've been in the industry for quite some time. So
Well, thank you.
I appreciate
you.
your.
And Joni, tell us.
So the company that I work for, I'm a director there, is called Ascendo Resources. We're located in Coral Gables, but we have offices in Fort Lauderdale and really in a few places across the country, but I focus on South Florida. The best way to reach me is my email as well, jsturge@ascendo.com, ASCENDO.com. And I am there to help in the areas of accounting and finance and administrative support, HR. Really, if you have a need, a company has a need and needs to hire, I'm the resource. I've been doing it for 25 years. I pride myself on what I do. We help clients identify great talent. It's a tough marketplace. Miami's very tough. People are want remote or they want to, be hybrid.
Yeah.
So we have to be able to tailor, our job or talk to the candidates that are looking for those types of jobs.
Yeah, especially
So.
now. I'm sure after COVID, that was.
But what we have done a good job on, and myself and my team, is really being able to vet the candidates, but more than that, knowing the company culture of the client, really.
Yeah, she's great with that.
Just really asking the right
She
questions.
goes and visits the facility. I don't think many people take the time to do that. She'll go investigate that company, learn a lot more about them, the people within the company and how they're structured. And she then knows what's the best fit for them.
Yeah, because it's not just, okay, you graduated from here and you've got an accounting degree. I want to know the person and their soft skills, like the candidate, and to know if that organization's going to be a good match.
Fit. Right.
So, because it might not always be. So that's why we have to understand people and the dynamics of the personalities, because, soft skills are important. Culture fit.
Absolutely.
But I love what I do, and
that's what's
I
important.
plan on doing it until they say I can't. As long as I have a phone, an email, a voice.
That's it. That's all you need. Well, that's good. We can collaborate.
100%.
Yeah.
But I love you and Grant and Mike, and this is just the community newspaper. You've been here, God, a long time with this company.
Yes.
And I just love the community feel. Grant is always out there. Every time I look around, he's promoting a new restaurant or a new coffee shop or whatever it may be. And he's just, it's just a great guy.
Well, it's community. That's what they're about. So that's what we're about. So, well, thank you both for being here and for being on the show. Thank you for tuning in. And you too, hopefully, will find that wonderful person relationship on the pickleball court.